Hello guys and welcome to my new video. This is going to be something very short, just basically covering what's happening today in World of Warcraft for Restoration Druids. So there's been quite a nerf to the tier 24 set that happened overnight. So Blizzard is basically, the original tier set was that Swiftmend increased your Efflorescence healing by 400% for 8 seconds, and now he only increases it by 100% for 15 seconds. So this change basically is in line with what Restoration Druid is all about. I was actually quite surprised when they said it's going to be up to 400% by 8 seconds, because with 400% healing, you could actually really snipe other healers, and Resto Druids were never really about that. They were all about just fights like Scenarios, Scorpire and Tychondrius, with this constant damage coming out. Resto Druids should always be the best at constant AoE damage, because that's what they're all about. They're about constant AoE damage and not about quick instant heals or ticks that can top people up to fall, and that's what Efflorescence, the original Efflorescence, was going to do. So it is a nerf, but it's not as bad as some people might think. I've been testing it for quite a bit, so I just want to go straight to the point. Basically, Efflorescence originally, now I don't know if you can see it here, is basically healing 83k for crit, 44,000 around normal. So 48, 50 to 100,000 is basically what Efflorescence is healing right now. So this is something in line with Rejuvenation. Rejuvenation heals for about 50,000. So Rejuvenation tick and Efflorescence tick is around the same. Of course, this is not taking in mastery, and multiple ways that Rejuvenation can be affected by different things, but at the moment it's something similar. So if you actually Swiftmend, so I'm wearing the 4 set from the PTR. So if I Swiftmend, okay, right now the target is 0 HP basically, but if I Swiftmend, I get this buff here that gives me 15 seconds of Efflorescence increased healing, and you can see is basically it's healing for 80, 92, 96. It's basically 200,000. So it's basically 100,000 normal ticks, 200,000 crits. And you can see again, it gives me the 15-second buff. I can Swiftmend 100,000 overhealing, 100,000 normal, and 200,000 crits. If you can see it here, so you know what it says. It does exactly what it says. So it's double. But the fun part is that, so with the 2 set, that the cooldown of Swiftmend is reduced by up to 40% based on the current health of the target. So you get more reduction when it casts lower. So this target is basically 0 HP, 1%. So Swiftmend has around 30-second cooldown normally, but with the 2 set that's going to be reduced. So if I actually Swiftmend the target, you'll notice here that my Swiftmend cooldown is here. My Swiftmend goes down to 18 seconds. I put my Efflorescence down. I have a 15-second Efflorescence buff. And that's if I Swiftmend straight away. So I have like 3-second window where like in perfect scenario where I won't have Efflorescence down. This is an absolute perfect scenario. So if I have Efflorescence down here, I can just Swiftmend 18-second cooldown, 15-second blossoming Efflorescence buff. So on a perfect scenario where you get amazing Swiftmends, you can almost keep this like 70% or something like that. Something along the lines of 70% buff. Efflorescence usually does around 5 to 10% max. So with this, it could maybe do like from 5 to 10% all the time. So actually, this change, it keeps the healing to something similar to what our current tier 19 4 set does. So it's actually really not that bad. Of course, this is accounting for a lot of different things. First of all, getting nice Swiftmends. Second of all, making sure that the party is stacking. This is the biggest issue, making sure that Tomb of Sargeras is going to require stacking fights and things like that. But at the moment, if everything works out fine, it's not the end of the world. Like, I mean, it has potential. It really has potential. Like I said, perfect Swiftmends give you a really nice long Efflorescence buff. The heals for a decent amount, if I might say. But I just wanted to say that this is actually not as bad as I thought originally. We can still work with this. I feel that if Blizzard would have left the original value, 400 for 8 seconds, it would have been too overpowered. If it would have been too overpowered. I think this is something in line to keep Resto Druids in check and things like that. Let me know how you feel about this change. Leave a comment below, and thanks for watching this little PTR guide.